Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you, get 18% off. We out. All right, man, we back. Goodfella Sports TV. Let's talk some boxing, MMA. Mike Tyson tapped in this weekend talking about the pay issue with John Jones and Dana White. They wanted John Jones to go up there and fight the Francis Ngannou. I don't know the guy, the big heavyweight. But apparently Dana White and UFC don't want to pay John Jones whatever he wants. Dana White said it was $20 million, which that shouldn't be a problem to get Conor McGregor or John Jones that type of money because they generate so much money for the UFC pay-per-view wise. But Mike tapped in and said that UFC fighters would never make more than top-level boxers. Shit, mid-level fighters getting more than them. They getting, some fighters getting $3.5 million to fight bums on regular TV, and a lot of UFC fighters ain't getting that. So, he basically said they'd never make more. Conor had to jump in the octagon, or had to jump in the ring, the square circle with Floyd Mayweather just to make $100 million. And he said that if John Jones want to make some real money, he got to fight me. So let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And John Jones did respond, but let's talk about what Mike said. Mike sounded like he dead ass serious about, coming back and fighting, and in a boxing match at 53 years old, 53, still 53. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of UFC. I'm trying to get into it. It seemed to be a pretty good product, with Conor McGregor and Khabib. I like that. That whole card was cracked. That was the best combat sport event last year. And Mike is right. UFC seemed to be more popular right now. The ratings seem to be doing great right now because boxing just doesn't give you the premier fights. Dana White is running a dictatorship, which a dictatorship is good for the fans. It's bad for the fighters. In boxing, you can do whatever you pretty much want to do. The dictatorship is controlled by the fighters right now. Al Heyman has took boxing and put it in the fighter's hand and took it out the promoter's hand so the fighters can pick and choose and do what they want to do. In UFC, it's Dana White way or the highway, and that's the way it should be. Do I think Dana White should pay his fighters better? Yeah, but hey, I'm not complaining. If the consumer happy, I'm not worried. That's up for the UFC fighters to sing Kumbaya and bond together and come together and get better money. But I don't know much about John Jones' boxing skills, all right? I have watched him fight. He seemed to have some good kicks, some good elbows. He able to control range. Kind of has some slippy performances before. Obviously, the ped situation is going to be a thing. But, I do know Mike Tyson is 53 years old. When I seen him fight last in a professional fight, I believe he quit on his stool. So, obviously, this might be an interesting fight, because can John Jones box? And most UFC fighters, they don't punch through the target because they wear the 2 or 4 ounce gloves. So you don't have to punch through the target. You damn near bare knuckle. Through boxing gloves, you have to punch through the target. And Conor McGregor was punching at the target. When you punch at the target, you just, but when you punch through the target, you got to commit. You got to turn that fucking fist over and you commit. He punching at the target. He not getting full extension. You know what I'm saying? And when you punching through the target, you know what I'm saying? You turning over that whole fist and you going through it. You punching through it. You punching at it. He not getting full extension. He not turning over his shots the right way. You know what I'm saying? I think he figured that out. You could tell the way before he fought Floyd, the way he was hitting the bag. So can John Jones punch through the target is the question. And then again, how accurate is John Jones with his hands and his footwork? Because Mike Tyson is going to come in. He going to slip. He going to dip. He still got that shit. So can John Jones touch him? And how long they going to fight? 5, 6 rounds, 12 rounds. The conditioning is going to be key for Mike Tyson. And the conditioning was key for Conor McGregor. But it may be something that sell. They can make a lot of money doing that fight. They can in the boxing fight. Mike probably got a chance because Mike is a boxer. And Mike could be able to work the rib cage. And, if John can punch through the target, Mike can't take them punches no more. Just because you on the mitts and you're doing that, mitts don't hit back. So if Mike can, if John can't punch Mike or can't hurt Mike, Mike might have a chance. But it's kind of even in some issue in some places, depending on what John Jones can and can't do. If John Jones come in great condition, if they fight 12 rounds or 10 rounds, I don't know if Mike can go 10 or 12. I don't know if John can go 10 or 12. So, maybe a 6-round fight, where they box it out. Mike got a chance, the way Mike could be weaving. I don't know if John Jones, what his boxing background is. I know Anderson Silva got punked out of boxing, but he have to if he can keep Mike at the end of his punches and control the footwork, he can touch Mike. Maybe he can take Mike out the game. Because Mike don't have a good punch threshold right now. He older fighter, so. But John Jones did have some demands. He did rebuttal. He said he'll fight him in the boxing ring if Mike come to the UFC ring and fight him. This the issue. You UFC dudes compared to the boxing fighters and legends like Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson, y'all can't be making demands. The money is in boxing. Mike Tyson is at 53 years old. He not about to get in there and learn to kick and block kicks and shield kicks and all that shit. Either you going to get in the ring with Mike or it ain't going to be no fight. Mike can move on to Holyfield and probably make good money too. So John Jones, you can't, you won't dominate nothing. You don't dictate nothing. You making pennies to what, most boxers making. So, he said Mike will have to get in the octagon, and Mike ain't getting in no octagon at 53 years old. That's the beauty of it. The unknown mystery of you in a boxing ring with Mike Tyson. That's kind of beauty because we don't know if you can punch. We don't know if you can go 12 or 10 or 6. We don't know if you can knock Mike out. We don't know if you can hang with Mike. But in the octagon, we know you should be able to beat a 53-year-old man in your natural habitat. That's the problem with it. But at the end of the day, he got to understand that he ain't the A side here. He ain't the B side here. He ain't the C side here. He the E side. He ain't even the D side. He the E side. This is Mike Tyson show. Mike Tyson got the ops. Evander, he can fight, he can do an exhibition with some current fighters. He can do a little European tour. He gonna make a whole bunch of money. You, on the other hand, where you going? Where you going? You ain't gonna fight Deontay or Tyson Fury or Vladimir Klitschko. You're not gonna fight none of those dudes. Ain't no. Come on, you get hurt. You get hurt fucking with them. So where you gonna go? Fight one, Bellator. And then again, you probably still got a valid contract with UFC, so you got to fight to get out your contract with the UFC. So big fella, it's best that you try to fight Mike Tyson in his natural habitat, or it's best that you go, continue to fight as a light heavyweight or move up and fight the Francis guy. Who knows? A lot of people hate John Jones because what he been through, being drunk, some failed ped tests. But then again, they give Manny Pacquiao a pass. Then again, they give a lot of other fighters a pass that's been juicing. So, like I said before, I'm not going to harp on that, but it would be interesting to see them in a boxing fight. I don't know where John Jones' boxing skills at. But he younger. He supposed to be a mixed martial artist. He should be able to handle Mike Tyson and survive at least. But he go in there and get knocked out by 53-year-old Mike Tyson. He ain't got to worry about Dana White giving him no money. You know what I'm saying? He got to worry about, trying to, polish up repolish his reputation, man. But to be honest, man, I'm not interested in Tyson and John Jones. You know what I'm saying? I'm more interested in John Jones doing what he do, getting paid in UFC, moving up, fighting that Francis guy, fighting Stipe. He already beat Cormier a few times. I'm more interested in him doing what he's doing in his natural habitat in the octagon, honestly. I want to see him get paid. I want to see Conor stand next to him. He did retire. I guess that's him saying he's staying with John Jones. I want to see Khabib stand with them. I want to see all them dudes stand together and get better pay. And Dana White, it ain't going to hurt them to get better pay. Don't use the pandemic as an excuse. When it's over with, start giving them a percentage of the split. But, hey, when you a dictator and you don't have no real opposition, was it Fight One and Bellator? They don't provide no sauce to dip in for them fighters. Ain't nothing they really can do, And a white man show ain't trying to get no brother man no money. He get Conor some money before he get John Jones some more money. So, like I said before, with the whole Mike Tyson and John Jones thing, if it do happen, I would tune in and watch because you ain't getting no good fights in boxing no more these days. A lot of people don't even know these dudes by first name. A lot of the issue is these dudes don't fight enough. They don't fight the best. And they think they're bigger than what they are because they're getting these big purses for little bitty fights. So, when boxing ain't providing the best fights, then you got to go somewhere else. Football providing the best games, baseball providing the best games, boxing providing the best games, or do I got to go to kickboxing and that's pretty nice or whatever it is. So, I still would be interested. I still would pay attention to John and Mike Tyson. I wouldn't want to see 53-year-old Mike Tyson fight no more, but if he need the money and this is what he got to do, I'll pay attention. But John Jones don't call no shots on either side of the fence. All right. But hey, don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can check out all the links in the description. We got a Facebook group as well. Check that out. All the links there, man. But the fastest way if you need to DM me for a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request is Twitter, then IG, then Facebook. Want to make a donation to the channel, just share the video. But Cash App, PayPal in the description. Check out MMA playlist and our boxing news playlist. And let me know what you guys think. One time for the one time we gone.